गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. When we say we are doing meditation, it becomes an act, it becomes a verb. Meditation is not an act of doing something. Meditation must happen. Either you are sleeping or you are awake. You cannot try to sleep. When sleep happens, it happens. And when it happens, the waker is not there. Similarly, meditation is not an activity. So every time, every Sunday you come and listen. If you think all this is meditation, it is not. When all we try to do in these sessions is about creating favorable conditions for the mind so that it gets absorbed in its source. You create favorable situations, conditions to go to sleep, and the mind gets absorbed into sleep, isn't it? You cannot make that absorption happen. The more activity you perform, the further away you are from sleep. The more activity you perform on the seat of meditation, the more you are away from that meditative poise or state. So where do you want to get as a result of meditation? Is it somewhere above the clouds? Is it someone outside? Is it someone inside? You are always. You have never become absent. So you want to, your mind, because meditation as a process is for the mind, not for the meditative state. See? So your process, preparation of going to sleep is for your mind, that it must become calm, it must, and it keeps thinking. So just as when a fire is burning, like a camphor is burning, it keeps consuming the camphor in order to be alight. But when camphor is completely used up, can fire remain behind? No. So when we are thinking, contemplating, all this process, as I said, is for the mind, and mind is contemplating on that which it can never come to know. If that is too much to take the form of the Lord. It's contemplating on that. Now, our disposition is, our intention is that the Lord whom I am contemplating upon, the consciousness that I am contemplating upon, the Satchidananda Swarup Paramatma, Atma, it must absorb my mind. It must take over my mind. So, just as camphor is consumed by the fire, the contemplation on the divine theme must consume the mind. If that consummation is not taking place, something is wrong in our approach. You can do it. You can bring yourself, your mind, to the threshold, to the doorway of that. And what do you mean by bring it to the doorway? You keep contemplating on the Lord, Lord's name, breath, Chidakash, conscious space. So thinking or not thinking is the process of the mind. Thinking or not thinking is the process of the mind. You, the consciousness, are forever. You can never be known. You as consciousness can never be known by the mind. Get this understanding. It must click. That consciousness is not born, consciousness doesn't die. Consciousness is self-knowing. Now, the moment we say the word self-knowing, it does not mean that knowing through the mind. Consciousness is self-knowing. It is abiding in itself. It is self-illuminating, self-knowing, self-existing, unborn, undying. And in this manner, one must not get disturbed either by the thoughts that are appearing in the mind, which are contemplative, very nice, which are of the name of the Lord, very nice. But when a favorable condition is created, if that chanting of the name or contemplation on some theme, like you are listening to me right now, these are words coming to you, and suddenly the words stop, the thought eruption in the mind stops, means a favorable condition has come about. We must not get disturbed by the silence also. So that time our attention must not be on the mind. Oh, I stopped taking the name of the Lord. Don't feel guilty. Why did Swamiji suddenly stop talking? It was so nice. These type of thoughts should not eventuate in meditation. And when you are sitting with yourself, oh, it was so nicely, I was chanting the name of the Lord. It was coming from the depths of my being. It was so divine. It was so thrilling. Why is it not taking place? Why am I not feeling like chanting it anymore? This is going the wrong way. Do you say? Do you have this type of dialogue when you go to sleep? No. Then why this type of approach when we are on the seat of meditation? So do not sabotage your own being by thinking or not thinking. So we must, even while we are chanting, even when we are listening, even when we are contemplating on our own, our attention must not be on the thoughts, but it must be on that which the thoughts are indicating. Only when our attention is on that unknowable known or known unknowable, the self, the Atman, the conscious principle, that the mind will go from manyness, from many thoughts to less thoughts, from less thoughts to no thoughts. This is the activity of the mind. You are the observer, you are the witness of this activity. Nothing is created, nothing is destroyed. By contemplation, by meditation, the self is not created, self is always. And by way of the process of meditation, mind is not destroyed. How can something be destroyed which is not there? Mind is something which is existing in its own absence. It's a phenomena. So nothing is created, nothing is destroyed. I am the permanent one. I am that. Consciousness come to be. That ever existing, conscious existent bliss which has never moved away from its essential nature. It has always remained the same. It has never become the waker, dreamer, sleeper. It has never become the father, mother, daughter, sister. It has never become the body. It can never become anything, for it is what it is. It supports all I am that, which supports all changes, but itself is changeless. I am that which supports all time but untouched by time. I am that conscious bliss which supports the entire creation but untouched by the creation.